I ain't been doing. I've been making a lot of these lately. It's probably the most content I made throughout the week. Okay, so I'm seeing that there are a lot of people that are subscribing to me. First of all, thank you for giving me a chance to grace your screens. So I guess now's a good time to just sort of like do a little bit of a reintroduction, even though I've introduced myself a lot on this channel. Once again, like feel free to check those out when you can. But I wanted to go ahead and just do a explanation of what my channel consists of, who I am, yada yada yada. So basically, allow me to reintroduce myself. Title screen with my face on it, then fade out. If I if I if I isn't first of all, clearly, obviously, my videos are usually unedited, and I say usually unedited because of the fact that because I usually do edit my videos, or I did back in the day, and the only reason why I don't edit my videos now is because I don't have a good editing software to do that with. Plus, editing really makes like these big videos that are like at least 1 gig or 2 gigs, and it does, and it's kind of a wonder how my computer managed to actually last this long. So there's that. So obviously, starting off unedited videos, but once I do get access to editing software and better equipment, I will probably start editing my videos again and stuff like that. So you're also gonna expect this voice, but every so often I will kind of switch it up on you depending on like certain things, because I don't want to be the reason why I change my voice when I'm referring to certain things is because I don't want people to think that I don't want people to misquote me. You see what I'm saying? So when I talk like this, or 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 when I talk like this, the whole idea is that like I'm changing my voice so that you know that I am enunciating or quoting or misquoting someone or something else, rather than, because like I said, the more popular you get, the more people flock to you, and the more people who flock to you, the more people who don't like you that flocks to you, which is weird, right? Like, if you don't like somebody, why would you want to engage with that person? It's annoying. Like I don't like Republicans. You're not gonna see me on a Republicans page going, "You suck and I don't like you." You know what I'm saying? see the voice there. Um, so it's like that's kind of like the whole thing. There is like going, well, maybe if you actually interacted with us once in a while, then you wouldn't hate us so much. No, I mean I do hate you guys. I don't hate y'all as much as you think I do. But like I don't want you guys like harmed or mistreated or anything like that. I just want you guys out of power. That's it. Like 4,498 of you guys are in control of America right now. That's scary. Um, but obviously that little display also kind of went on to another thing. I do talk about politics a lot. I I initially wanted this to be like a gaming channel. I wanted to play video games and stream video games on this, but obviously, video games got expensive. I am poor, and streaming equipment is really, really, really hard to come by. So, it's really hard to come by. I would have liked to play PC games, but like PC games are just way too big for my computer and things like, which is ironic because my computer is a gaming computer. So, but like I chose to do content instead. Once I do get access to a video gaming system, which whenever that will be, once again, poor, I do intend on like doing streaming again. I do intend on like, I did have a gaming stream that I wanted to try out. I called it "I'm Just Playing" because I'm just playing, where I play video games, albeit very poorly because I'm not a great gamer, and that was initially what this channel was supposed to be about 20 years ago. Then life happened. And when life happened, I got older. I got more in tune to learning about politics. I got more in tune about not just learning about politics, but trying my best to sort of explain what little bit I know about it. Like, for example, right now I'm learning about Chester Arthur, and I learned that Chester Arthur's dad, just like Ronald Reagan, his dad was an abolitionist. Ronald Reagan's dad was like for black causes, and Chester Arthur's dad was also for black causes. It's both Republican presidents. I'm trying to figure out specifically what turned him into the being that he was, but obviously, it's like, learning about Chester Arthur is also learning about American history, because he was around when Bleeding Kansas happened, and he was around when the Free Soul Party happened that started the Republican Party. Historical stuff. But obviously, I do talk a lot about politics, and obviously, as y'all can tell, I do a bit of an info dump every now and again. So expect that. Expect a lot of that. Also, as this is going to shock everyone, and I really, really, really apologize if this is a bit of a surprise for you, but I am in fact a black man. So I will talk about black stuff every now and again. You know what I'm saying? I will talk about, like, I don't like really talking about pop culture, but I do feel like a lot of our culture is because because pop culture is kind of like a bit of a splinter from black culture. Let's be real. And I will every so often talk about black stuff or black people stuff and things like that. And you know, I will do this to kind of like shake up the board a little bit. First off, I also want to go ahead and let y'all know my beliefs are very simple. Number one, I don't like white supremacy. I try my best to be an ally to marginalized communities, but once again, I can't stress this enough. I'm Southern and I'm dumb, so I will say dumb things that will come across as either tone deaf or ridiculously ignorant sounding. And I'm stressing this right now. I am an ignorant person. I'm trying my best to not be that. I'm trying my best to open my perspective to do things, but I can't do that if somebody is getting upset with me and going, "Hey, you said the wrong thing and you're bad for saying that." My bad, bro. What's the right way to say that? Well, you should know that. I don't. So there's that. So I do, because like when I say marginalized communities, I'm talking about all the marginalized communities. I'm talking the LGBTQ community. I'm talking about black women. I'm talking about like black men. I'm talking about white women also. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, white women, y'all are in fact a marginalized community. White supremacists hate y'all more than they hate us. Okay, but the fact of the matter is that like I try my best to be an ally. And I always try my best to sort of punch up. And speaking of punching up, I do try to make jokes every now and again, and I make jokes in my shorts. And my shorts are initially like I purposely intentionally antagonize white supremacists every so often because I don't like them and I'm tired of the death grip that they have on America. So it's like I figure if I can't get them out of power, I'm gonna at least make fun of them. So there's that. I also do like to talk about nerd based things. I do talk about video games. I do talk about, anime, professional wrestling, and things of that nature. And also, time for the bag to come out of the cat. It's I am here in this specific city that I am in because I am chasing my dream to become a professional wrestler. The place that I'm trying to like get involved in is literally like 20 minutes away that way down the street from me, and I can't go there because money's been kind of tight and it costs money to actually go to training. So that's the big thing. I've had this goal for probably longer than I've had YouTube. Okay, and I have a secondary YouTube account chronicalizing my attempts at trying to sort of show off my journey towards becoming a professional wrestler. I'm gonna probably like have the playlist somewhere here or here. I don't know yet. Um, but I do talk about like nerd based things, video games, professional wrestling, anime, things like that. Also, I do have if my face looks a little weird and askew is because I did have Bell's palsy like earlier this month, and I'm trying to get back into the swing of trying to get myself back on track. I like to think that my face is healing up a little bit, but if it looks weird, that's why. And so I will talk about the bells sometimes. I also am learning uh, languages um, and sign language. I think I said that right. I'm not sure, but like I practice sometimes. I forgot how to do sometimes. But the fact of the matter is that like every so often I do throw out that as well. I do try to learn stuff in my spare time. I do try to educate myself on certain things, and I am in fact trying to get certifications that are in fact free using the Lynda courses from LinkedIn. I do have some certifications from LinkedIn from it, but it's mostly like video editing software, which the irony, am I right? Um, so there's that. Also, I do. Also, I crave interaction. Obviously, I'm not used to having comments, so I do have a habit of. I'm not used to having comments, so I will respond to certain comments. But also, I'm not used to having comments, so I will in fact delete comments I don't like. And the reason why is simple. I had this account since 2006. Complete strangers. Like nobody has ever really like interacted with me. I'm not gonna say nobody, but very few people have interacted with me before this. So for anybody to just sort of like just randomly pop up on just one video that I made and be like, I don't like this video, and in order for you to get my attention, you're gonna have to do better. I don't care. I do not care if you watch. I don't care about your attention. I'm not trying to get the attention of people who dislike me, because people who dislike me are going to never be satisfied. They're going to always say, "Do better. Give me a better video. You suck." I don't care about those people. I will never care about those people. I'm not trying to impress those people. I'm not trying to get on those people's good side. Nothing about those people is worth my attention. I've been take a look at my channel. I've had this channel for a long time, and I've been doing content for a long time. If I wanted my haters to support me, I would be like, please support me, my haters. Please, I'll do better next time. But I'm not doing that. So it's like my whole thing. So it's like my whole thing is that like I would like to be monetized. I would like for people to watch my stuff. I want to be liked. I genuinely do want to be liked. But I'm not trying to be liked by people who don't like me, who are just gonna pop up just to express how much they dislike me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't like me, then continue to dislike me over there. Over there. If you don't care, go over there. Every so often I do, but it's like I also, sadly enough, I am a bit of a debate lord though. So it's like if I feel like you're worth responding to, I will respond to you. But it's like I'm not trying to hear, I'm not trying to hear man up, you big baby. I don't like, dude. Carissa Shields will like swell your face up, okay? I like if you're an alpha male, I hate you and I'm gonna mock you. If you are a white supremacist, I hate you. I'm gonna mock you. If you are a Republican, I do not like you. I'm gonna mock you. Notice how I'm saying do not like, because I don't hate Republicans. I do have a video saying that I do, but I realize I don't necessarily hate Republicans as much as I genuinely feel sorry for them, and their ignorance frustrates me. So I do there is a bit of a soft spot for them. It's like because I genuinely want to see everybody succeed, including the Republicans. But the problem is, in order for Republicans to feel like they succeeded, everybody else has to suffer. And I'm like, no. You don't have to succeed that much, pal. Okay, like dial it back a little bit. But just know that obviously on my channel, you're gonna encounter. I'm also just gonna take. Also, this channel is mostly just about me. This is my channel about me. So on this channel, you're gonna expect to hear a lot about me, or see a lot of me, or me being as self-obsessed as possible. And I feel like everybody should be that way on YouTube. Everybody should make their channels about themselves. Like, you don't have to make it about pop culture. Make it about you. You're an interesting person. You know what I'm saying? You're an interesting person. Let people know about you. That's what I'm trying to do. It's like, if anything, if nobody else thinks that I'm interesting, I'll be watching my old videos going, that did happen. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like if nobody else is going to care about who I am, this is just me journaling my life in the way that I can, and just like responding accordingly. That's all it is. And if you are along for the ride, I appreciate it. If not, that's fine. But if you're gonna disrespect me and consider me to just be like, just pop up and just be like, actually, even haters matter. Yeah, you can matter over there. If you don't care, go over there. But for those who want to stick around, and for those who are subscribing, and for those who are actually, I like supporting, and I really do appreciate that. Thanks again. Hey everybody. I changed my name to Unbalanced Minds because I'll explain that later. And but hey everybody, I'm the Unbalanced Mind. You are future subscriber. You are either my new or future subscriber. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for following. Thank you for just letting me know that I matter. Because this is pretty tough times. I like to think that we all matter, but thanks for letting me know that I do right now. Love, peace, and happiness to every single one of y'all out there, and I will try to do another. I'll do something on Monday, for sure. Be easy.